Welcome in, whoever's in. I cannot see the chat, but I see somebody's there, so welcome in. We're actually out in the boat today. It's nice to be back out on the water, to be honest with you. Kind of trying to fight the wind. I was trying to find a decent spot that wasn't super sunny and wasn't in a whole lot of the current. But now I'm stuck with the wind issue. So it may be a little challenging. We might have to spot lock some fishing area. I know I want to come along that bank over there on the way back down and do some jig fishing for crappie. And like right here, I'm just going to do some bass fishing. Just for the simple point to prove that I can intentionally catch a bass. Feel kind of weird using a bait caster. I haven't used one in forever. But we got one. This is a Quantum Invade. I bought it as a combo for, you know me, like 20 bucks on clearance. So I'm all about the clearance. It was actually a sale at a semi-local small bait and tackle shop had. Because apparently they just got like this huge order of them they weren't supposed to have. So I got it for like 20 bucks. I looked it up. Their suggested retail price on it was $99, but anywhere else sold it for like $69. But for 20 bucks, I don't think I could go wrong with a combo. I'm not used to having the secondary brake system on it, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. When I used to use bait casters, the only thing I used to use was the Abu Garcias, because that's just what I seem to end up with, and I don't know what happened to them all. That's the sad thing about it. So we're gonna throw the spinner blade for a little bit. If we don't do any good, we'll probably swap over to just a swim bait. I have seen some fish in the top of the water, so maybe the way I should go is a topwater jig or a topwater lure. And the bass should be hot and at it because the water temperature is nice. It's 63.2 degrees back here. Not quite warm enough for those crappie to start spawning, but they'll be close and the bass should be active. Actually, this looks like a pretty nice spot to crappie fish too. This river's way flooded, so this is kind of like old new territory. And just for a little bit of fun, I threw a couple of jigs out there, or jugs out there for catfish. I just don't know if they're going to float down or if they're going to float up against the shore with how the current's running. I could get on my other phone, I guess, and see who's in. I did catch one drum already on a jig, crappie fishing. I've been out here for probably about an hour. Just trying to get things lined out, make sure everything's good with the boat, trying to get everything situated. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw that swim bait real quick while that phone tries to load up. Because that phone's a piece of crap. It's like 4 years old. It don't work all that great anymore. But it still works okay. Spotlight's giving me a little bit of trouble today. The trolling motor in general is giving me trouble. We're just kind of going to run up and down each side, see what happens, maybe go up around the bend. I'm like 5 foot off of the bank and I'm in 5 foot of water. So that's not really so bad. That just tells you how much the water's up. Yeah, I can't see that. Oops. Hey there. You're too close, dude. All right, we're good. We're good. I don't see my jugs, but they're blue, and it's hard to see blue. I'm brown. I'm sure they're here somewhere. I just ain't found them yet. They're floating around. All right, let's pitch a few in there. I know James, he's fishing over on the lower Black River in Clearwater Lake. And I'm fishing Wapapello Lake. They're kind of neighboring lakes, different river systems. Yeah, definitely got to get used to doing this. Oh, somebody's live. I didn't realize that jug was way out there. I see it. It's way out towards the mouth. I might have to bring it in a little bit. I was trying to keep it to where I could keep an eye on it, just in case one took off. Y'all can see I got my professional bass fishing hat. Wait a minute. Wait. I might not be able to read anything, but if I'm going to be a professional bass fisherman for a while, I got to have my shades on. That way I can see into this dirty, murky ass water. So thank you all for jumping in. I can't see who's here, but I appreciate you. I see one of my jugs out there. I see two. There's three out there somewhere. I'll find it if it starts bobbing. I thought I threw it further over here. might have to lose these gloves. I don't like the feeling. I really don't like to because I got scars in my hand too, and I cover my hands up. That's why I wear the sleeve. Cover scars up. Yeah, I see two of them. I don't see that third one yet. It might be up around the bend. I figured the best view for you guys would be if I fish this side of the lake or the water. A little bit shorter rod than what I'm used to. It's what is it, a 6 foot? This is a 6 foot. I'm used to throwing a 7 foot rod, so it's a little bit different. Feels weird to me. But for 20 bucks, you get over it. Okay, I see all three of my jugs now. There ain't none of them bobbing, so we ain't got no fish. You'll probably turn this motor down to 1 instead of 2. Don't cover as much ground, but it might be a little easier to keep control of. I'm back in the wind. Hope the wind's not too bad on you folks. So if you didn't catch last night's live, we did some late night catfish. Well, late night for me. We did end up with one channel cat about 15 minutes in the video. You spend more time fooling with the stupid trolling motor. This is where the foot controller would come in nicer than the iPilot. I did mark a few spots where there's a bunch of crappie. I tried to fish them. I didn't do any good. Probably needed to change my jig colors up some. I didn't do it. I just wanted to see if I could get any bites. Really feel I need to probably be fishing the shores for the crappie. I do need to set my GoPro up still. I don't have it set up. Just figured we'd do live first. We got any highlights? Not a big deal. We can just cut them out. You guys are all purple and green to me. At least I am. I can't even see the print. And I took off and left my life jacket, so I'm glad I keep an extra one in the boat. But it's not my nice Bass Pro Shop one that inflates. Only bad thing about those dudes is they'll inflate for no reason. And then refill cartridges are like 30 bucks a piece for them. So you pay like $100 for the life vest, and then it pops on its own, and it costs you another 30. Don't seem like a very good deal to me, but they are a lot more comfy. We're fishing about 9 foot of water right now. Not much structure except for what's coming up here. But I figure them bass should be up here feeding on shad or whatever might be here. There's a good chance to get on some white bass too. James caught him a white bass earlier. He's got him a drum. Kind of limited in what I have for bass stuff. I didn't really think this out too well, but I think I have enough I can catch 1 or 2 bass. I just got to figure out what the heck they want. Apparently don't want the swim bait bouncing off the bottom. I've done really good with it using this technique. This glow's got to go. I am enjoying some of the shade though. It's nice. It's a warmer day today. It's supposed to be around 70, but you know how it is with that sun beating off the water and off the boat. It's going to be even worse. Honestly, I need to lose these glasses too because it's driving me crazy. Never been much of a sunglass wearer. Kind of got a cast sidearm because I got this other GoPro rod sitting up here behind me. You guys can't see it probably, but I really think we might get lucky once we get up here around this tree. I think my iPilot controller is going out. It's not the battery. I've changed it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it'll want to come on, sometimes it won't. See, that fish just at the top behind me. We don't have Asian carp in here, so that's a great thing. I hope they never get in here. If they do, they'll destroy everything. This is a good test for the lithium battery too. I've got the 100 amp hour lifetime lithium battery, formerly known as ampere time, I believe. I've only really been able to use it once or twice since I bought it. 5 foot of water right now, guys. We will get close to this tree and drop a crappie rod and see if it does any good. Might be some crappie hanging out here. It's kind of why I want to do a little bit of both. Like I should be able to sit right up next to this tree. All right, let's get the crappie rod out. We'll jig it just a little bit. See if we do any good. There might not be anything. There might be crappie all over the place. There's quite a bit of current right now just because the water's up. And I've pretty much learned my crappie jigging skills from Rod at Rod's Fishing Adventures. I learned everything when I go out because I think I know everything and I realize I don't. So I guess I'm saying if you guys think you know everything, go out with somebody else. You'll learn stuff that you think you know, but you really don't. You learn spots to hit. You'll find out that a foot or two of distance would make a big difference in the water clarity, the water colors. This water's pretty murky, so I'm using a little bit darker jig with the chartreuse head, give it a little bit of brightness. Not going to say that's the right thing, but that's what I'm starting out with. If this don't work for me, I might need to go to a lighter color jig. Must have been one of them bass fishermen going by because he's throwing wakes like crazy. You know that bass is going to get away. Oh, there's a thump. It wasn't a very big one, but it was a thump. There's another one. Ah, I missed him. All right. Well, we know kind of about where they're at. Let's see if we can get some more bites on it. Felt like a pretty nice little thump, too. We knew where one was at. We'll put it that way. You know, if we catch us enough, some nicer ones, we'll keep them. Don't keep crappie a whole lot once in a while. My neighbor was nice enough to come over and help me cut my grass the other day. And I said, hey man, can I pay you for helping me? He's like, yeah, you can bring me some crappie when you catch some. I'm like, that's almost a deal that I can't pass up. Nice thing, he's like, you don't even have to clean them for me. I'm like, man, I'll clean them for you. I had another thump on this side. Not too much action though. There's another little tree over here. We'll try it. Then I think what I want to do is go down that other side where there's a bunch of trees and see if we can't find some crappie in there. This other tree looks like it ain't been out that long. Well, my trolling motor dropped a lot. Thank you. I had a tree that had a hold of my catfish rods in the back. Yeah, I got catfish rods in the back too. I only see two of my jugs. Where's that third one? 1, 2. Three. Well, it's way down there. That's cruising. There's something on that one. We got a fish on one of our jugs, guys. Let's go catch it. It's cruising. It's like way, way, way away from the rest of them. Let's go see what we got. Because it may be a gar. Yeah, he's cruising. Let's go catch him. Them other two are way over here, and that one's way, way, way up there. I mean, it could have just caught the current and took off running. I don't see it bobbing, but it's way ahead of everything else. So it kind of makes me think there's something on. For this to be a bigger boat, this trolling motor does pretty good with it once it gets up to speed. So you don't want to turn sometimes for it. I might need to take this controller pad apart, clean it. Maybe it ain't as far away as it looked. From over there, it looked like it's a good ways away. I get over here, it's not that far. If that's my jug. It might be a stick I'm seeing. Yeah, that's a stick. So my jug's up here somewhere. Where did it go? There it is. There ain't nothing on this thing. It's that far ahead. We're going to move it back here with these. phone and dinged. It dinged again. I guess the waves from the bass boat that flew by probably could have knocked it out that far. We'll find out when we get close to it if it stands up on end. Probably need to turn that camera just a little bit. Tell you what, there ain't no lack of bugs out here, that's for sure. Yep. Nothing on, except bait. Let's put it back with the rest of them. Matter of fact, there's a nice looking tree sticking up out of the ground here. Let's see if we can't find some crappie around it. I'm glad to see everybody in here. I can't see who you are, but thanks for fishing with me. See, we're in 25 foot of water right now, which is normally about 15 right here. We got spot lock on. Got a little too close to this log, but it's okay because crappie don't spook as easy as everybody thinks they do. If there's any crappie under here, that is. We'll try. Can't hurt, right? Good, that tree is right there. Right down the shaft of it. Now, when I crappie fish, I pull my line out like this, so I can kind of cover different depths of the water to see if I can't locate those crappie. Sometimes I like to pitch to them because they want to be pitched to. I'll try all different stuff till I find them. may go pull those jugs up. And there's a spot farther down the river. If I can see the trees, that we should be able to get some crappie. There's a pretty good current blowing. Pretty good current up under here today. Normally I can just pretty much drop my jig down and be all right. Not today. All right, we didn't get nothing in this spot. Let's go grab those jugs, and we're going to go down to, I need to really clean that reel. We're going to go down to that spot that's right down there. We'll turn the motor on and go. A lot faster that way. But we don't need to go no fast speeds because you know what? Those fish will still be there when we get there. They're not going to disappear like them bass fish. Anything's going to happen. Still got bait. That's good. I mean, it's bad because we got bait. No fish, but that's all right. We'll try to put them back out down here where we're going. Nothing on that. And on these jugs that we made, we actually put it, this is a lighted light. And then if the batteries are any good, which they're not, they'll actually blink. So if you have them out at night, you can see if you're getting a bite or not. Which is cool. They're kind of expensive. They're like $4 a piece. To me, it's worth it if you're running jugs at night. You don't lose track of them. I forget what I did with my glasses. I put them right there. Fix this really quick too. All right. we're good to go. Let's motor on to the next spot, folks. Here we go. I said, we ain't gonna go fast. There ain't no reason to. Besides, maybe I can catch up on chat. That's my friend Spam. His last name's Risk. Calls me every damn day, at least 7 or 8 times. Don't know why, but it would do. Never says anything. Sometimes it's some girl that says, hi. Then you say, don't call me. And she wants to talk more. I know it's probably hard to believe, but it's true. We got, looks like 16, maybe 18 people watching. Randall, welcome in. I gotta turn my phone down because now it's gonna give me reverbs. But I do need to grab my glasses. I can't really read. I see Randall's in there. Good to see you, Randall. I feel like I could be on the Titanic. I just hope I don't sink. All right. Where's that tree at? Over here. I don't really remember. I've only seen it a couple times. Oh, yes. I'd like to contact you about your car's most extended warranty. Call one in places back. I said, what are you, car shield or what? Oh, yeah, we're kind of like car shield. This is fairly shallow. This is 6 foot deep. I think this might be that tree I was looking for. It might not be. I know this point comes out and it's really shallow. So we got to watch where we're at in here. Because honestly, this gets shallow really quick. And you won't get hung up. I'm thinking that tree's right over here. I'm looking on my side scan. Trying to find it. We do have some bridge pylons up here a little bit. Maybe we'll try to hit those. Our temperature over here is still 63 degrees. Needs to come up another 3 to 5 degrees and we'll be good. Well, the trees around here somewhere. At least I think. I might be completely wrong. I don't know this lake very well like I do Clearwater. I don't think it's this far up. We're going to go ahead and turn around and head out. Getting in the shallow water. It's 4 foot now. Maybe I'll run across that on the way through. This is really a good thing to get this boat running. I'm looking at my voltage gauge, it's 11.9. We got 15 thumbs up, thank you guys. 18 awesome people in for the ride. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you don't mind, it's free. Hopefully my motor's not too loud. Guess I should put some power on my phone too. Yeah, there's a big ass brush pile out here somewhere. Just not seeing it. There's so much water. Just like that, we're in 15 foot of water. There's a pylon down here. Kind of been interested in trying to fish. I haven't. Bunch of structure around it. There's a bunch of structure here. Maybe we'll hit a ball. What do you guys think? That's some deep water there, I think. I see some structure right below us. I think we're going to try that. There's a bunch of fish on that structure too. Oh, we're going to turn our butts around. I don't know we ain't because I got that trolling motor down. There's all kinds of structure here. Let's try from that log and we'll come over. See what happens. I'm going to turn you guys just a little bit. Maybe you can see the front a little better. Oh, here comes one of them damn bass fishermen. Andy, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. You better put some power to this phone, though, or we're not going to have nothing. It's great to be out on the boat. I can definitely say that. Let me give you some power. There. Now you've got power. Yep, it said you have power. Come on. That is the only bad thing about this, it sticks. I've tried to oil it, lube it, grease it. The only thing I ain't done is kiss it yet. I would almost really bet that there's going to be some crappie around this tree. I would almost think there would have to be. Somewhere in here, there's got to be crappie. So let's give it a shot. I'm going to turn his motor down. Don't need to be jerking us around at level 6 speed. 1.5's better. All right, let's see what we can find. If you're curious on the rod, it's a B&M rod, $20 rod from Walmart. It's 10 foot, I think. Yep, 10 foot. And just for grins, I might put a bobber on it. See if letting that jig just float around don't help. Did I not put you on spot lock? I swear up and down I did. I did not. I want to be over by that tree, not way out here. Not the spot lock's worth a damn, in my opinion. At least not this one. It's an older spot lock. It doesn't do quite as well as the newer versions. All right, spot lock. Here we go. Way too much line out. First, we're in 11 foot of water right here, so it might not be too bad. I mean, I'm 11 foot deep easy, but the fish might be on the bottom if they're here. Really want to get closer to that log, damn it. Like I said, this spot lock don't hold like the other spot locks do. Don't hold nearly as well at all. Probably going to have to go to a heavier jig head as well, just because the current's just sucking this thing down the river. And for anybody's curious, I don't see anything on the down imaging, but it is down imaging. It's not showing me nothing on the sides on the one in the front, only the ones on the back. We're going to be taking lots of boat rides, so I hope you guys don't mind, because I want to explore. I don't know this lake very well. I know that was a nice bass that just jumped over there, and I should have caught it. Let's move a little bit over here. Try the other side of this log. And I did bring my ultralight rod with me just for the fun of it. I might throw like a little 2-inch swim bait or something. See if we can't get us some smallmouth, or maybe a couple of white bass will jump on it. Catch crappie with it. Don't know how long we're going to be live today. We're just killing time. You guys might as well hang out with me. You ain't doing nothing either. You know, here on the Fun Fishing Adventures channel, we don't catch fish, we just fish. It's just the way it works with us. Now this looks really good right here off the end of this root ball. Yeah, take me back over there, Spotlock. Got that one back. See if we can do that again. Except not get hung up this time. Now somebody that's good at doing this, it's Rod. Andy's really good at it too. I'm not confident in jigging, but I figure if I don't try it, I'm never going to get any better at it. Stupid ass motherfucker. Here comes one of them bass fishermen. Yeah, got the talons and all on his expensive boat. We're against the log. I really thought this would be a good spot. This log's been here forever. Double ah. Come on, you dumbass Spotlock. Glad to see we got as many people in here viewing. Okay, we're undone. A lot of times if you just reel down to that where you're snagged at, you can just pop that off of there. You don't lose your jig. So we're going to try this other tree right here. And I think we need to probably try like the obvious thing and actually fish laydowns that are off the shore. To see if those fish ain't in there, because they don't seem to be holding any steeper trees. Now see, that tree was in 14 foot of water. We're in 6 feet. Now we're back to 11. This is a huge water system. Lots of shallow spots. They call it propello. If you ain't careful, you ain't gonna have no prop left. They'll rip your damn motor right off your boat. That's why I don't go fast through here. When I do, I'm reading my maps, see where the channel is. We got one drum so far. It was before we started the live. At least we caught something. Yeah, no, I hit you. This is really getting on my nerves. I really wanted to use these jugs, but they seem to be more of a pain in the ass than they are easy. Anything I come close to, they want to catch except for fish. And now they're all tangled up. So, that's that for that. I ain't gonna keep pulling with it. I'm done. Them jugs can stay in. And we can catch the fish. Maybe. We'll try. I see the next spot I want to go. There don't seem to be anything here. I'm not seeing anything at all on the finder. So there's a pylon that's over here to the left or to my right. And there's a tree to my left up here that's just off the bank. I want to try it. There's a lot of timber around that pylon. I just don't know how deep it is or anything else about it. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. I don't have a mic on, and I've been in the mud trying to get my boat in the water. See what everybody's got to say. "16 awesome people still in here. Ashley Brady, welcome in. Good to see you. We're just cruising around checking out new places. I think I'm going to hit this tree that's laid down first. That's over here. Then I'm going to hit these pylons over here. I guess it was maybe an old railroad trestle or an old road at one time. I don't really know. But I know it's great to be on the water. Mobility is its best. You got a Mac? Why would you do that? Why in the world would you buy a Mac? I mean, I know they do got great video software, but a Mac? Come on. Tonight we'll be doing some more catfishing. We did have one last night. I think we can get more. I missed two. I'm gonna try to find a little different spot than fishing off of that boat. There's not really, I don't have any way to like put rod holders or anything in it, or even hold the rod secure. We could just go over here to this bank. It's still flooded out, so there may be some crappie up in these trees. And slowly make our way down. Can scrub the full video of the Mac Mini and almost zero to, well, that's kind of cool. I can't believe you spent the money to buy a Mac. Okay. I'll slow this dude down. We're gonna fight the wind. Let's just kind of jig this shoreline. Maybe we can find something up here in these trees. These are all flooded out, so the crappie might be up here. Let's see what happens, guys. I'm gonna put my phone down so I can't read chat. But these crappie might be up here in these shallows. It's kind of gonna float down. I mean, it can't hurt nothing. We're not catching anything else out in the deep where I think they'd be. They might be up here trying to spawn in this grass and stuff. If I could find some rock, I think we'd probably do pretty good. I think they'd be in them rocks. I know the folks that I was fishing with by the dock yesterday, over at the place I'm staying, which is Holiday Landing, they caught a couple buffalo and a couple nice bluegill and channel cat. But you know, I may set some limb lines out tonight too. I got plenty of bait, and I got my shad net. But you know, the weird thing is, I haven't even seen any balls of shad on the finders. Them guys should be all schooled up. They should be all over the place. They might be in here spawning though too. That tree looks really good up there. I think we might find something there. But we'll work our way there. Probably take a lunch break around 1 or so. You know, as old Catfish Dave would say, it is the hours suck. Mid-South and Catfish Dave, they're good friends. They live in the same state at least. So, and them bugs are crazy out here. Crazy bugs. If you keep seeing me flipping my head around, it's keeping the flies are all over the place. I might need to switch up to a different color. I've only had a few bumps on this. You'd think by now, after trying to use this for a half hour, an hour, whatever it's been, would have a little more action. Thankfully, the wind's pushing us, so I don't got to run my battery. We are in 2 foot of water, at least underneath my trolling motor. We're probably in about 3.5, 4 foot of water. See, if I was Andy, I'd be using my live scope to find them. I would hate to sit there and video game fish. That would drive me insane. But it would be a nice tool to have to find them. Of course, I could see them on the down imaging, or the side scan and down on the back one. But they didn't want what I was trying to give them. Really wish I had some minnows. I think we'd do a lot of good with some minnows. The marina sells them. I could go back and get some. Maybe when we go back for a lunch break, we'll hit some of this area again with some minnows and see how it does. And the nice people at the Holiday Landing here where I'm staying, they're like, hey man, if you're going to stay the night, just leave your boat in one of the boat slips. So I ain't got a fool with taking my boat in and out, which is really nice. So if I decide later on tonight we want to go fishing in a different spot, we just got to jump on the boat and go. I know my way around here fairly well. Not great, but fairly well. Seems to be a little less current here too. I would think them crappie would be in here. All right. Let's move up some more. That wind quit blowing us. And if you're just really wondering what we had for breakfast, we had some biscuits with some eggs and ham and jalapeno cheese, jalapeno pepper cheese. Can't go wrong with a breakfast like that. A couple cups of coffee. Which I ran off and forgot. I had a second cup, but I had one cup. Now that's a big old log. Well, there should be something around that log. Nothing. Looks like a good log right there too. Wonder if I can get to it. All right, where did that tree, guys? You should be able to see it here in a second. We're still in about 4 foot of water, probably. There's got to be something in this tree. You know, I'm one of them stubborn fishermen. I want the fish to want what I'm giving them, not what they want me to give them. We don't get anything here. We're going to go over that pylon and try those. And we're going to switch over to, I think, we'll try like maybe a monkey milk type color. Because this pink just ain't cutting it. I've done fairly good with it too. So I thought I would try it. The drum liked it. All right. Nothing here either, dang it. All right. I'm going to switch colors really quick. And I think I'm going to change up to a little bigger jig head just so I can get a better drop and that current won't take it as bad. Now you suck. I got snagged on the bottom. Yeah, we're free. We're free to do what we want. All right, I'm gonna grab my other Duma hitchy and change out my Duma thingies and see if we can't get on something that way. And that drink is hot. Definitely hot. No way. Oh, it's up there. I was like, where's my damn bag? It's up here. This mess. is just going to go back here. Because I ain't fooling with it. It was a good idea. But when something becomes a pain, you just don't do it no more. That goes for everything in life. Whether it's fishing, job, dating, whatever. It gets old. It don't work no more. Just don't do it. Then you ain't got to worry about it. Dum dum dee dee doo. Let's see. What do we want to do? Here. Let's try an all monkey milk. I'm sure there's probably some other name for it that somebody wants to call it. In the end, it's pretty much the same. That's a little heavier jig head, I think. I'm thinking I got some heavier jig head. I think I just bought some. The nice thing about the boat, you can just throw it all on the floor. Here's the weight scale, not that we're going to need it. Hey, there's one of my other gloves. I like that one better. That's better. Here's some 16th ounce jig heads. These will get the job done. A little heavier than what I like, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So y'all are awesome. Thank you much for hanging out with me. We had an average view duration of almost 5 minutes last night on the live stream. So really, in all the grand scheme of things, if you can get a 5-minute average on a live stream for a channel like mine, that's a really good night. So I appreciate everybody that came in and that hung out. even if you didn't stay long. If you want, I'm using Vicious High Vis line. What did I do with that jig? What did I do with it? I just had it. There it is. I found it. Not that one. That's not what I wanted. This one. Actually, I don't even care about that. We're just going to do this. Let's see if we can't get our hook up a little bit better now. Maybe they just want something different than what I've been trying to give them. So now we're going with the chartreuse head with the monkey milk body. It might resemble more like a minnow. And it might be more about what they want. Let's get over to these pylons and see what we can find. My phone's blowing up. Don't know why. Kedra, welcome in. Good to see you. There's nothing wrong with watching goat porn, Andy. I'll never know what's going to come out of that guy. Still got 16 awesome people in here, 23 likes. Thank you. Oops, I just flipped out of my own live. Great to see you, Kedra. Surprised my phone ain't overheated. It's pretty doggone warm. Either phone, as far as that goes. That's why I didn't put the GoPro up yet. Of course, if I turn my speed up, I could get there a hell of a lot faster. I am curious. So we've been out here on the boat for what? Probably 2 or 3 hours so far. Running this lifetime lithium battery. I guess it won't let me check it while it's discharging. I'll have to turn it off. That was weird. Once I turn this trolley motor off, we'll check this battery. Now, see, to me, I think this would be loaded with crappie. I don't know how well you guys can see it. If you can even see it. Be good structure for channel cats, too. Flatheads, there's a bunch of flatheads in here. I don't ever catch them, but I've seen them caught. All your big river fish except for blue cat are in this area. You're going to have your gars, channel cats, flatheads, drum, common carp, all the bass species except for stripers and hybrids. Your bluegill type of fishes. Let's just kind of chill out here in this area. You guys should be able to see the structure. Let's see if we can't find something up in here. We swapped off to that monkey milk. I'm seeing what looks like some fish, but man, they are like on the bottom. So that's a 10-foot rod. I need to go a couple more feet. There we go. See if we can't get down to them. It could be some clutter that I'm seeing, not fish, but oh, I seen bubbles. There must be a fish there. Don't really feel that's true, but some people believe that. Shane's calling. But I put him on decline, just like I do them friends of mine called spam risk. Decline them too. Man, I just ain't seeing nothing. I may just have to go where I know. I don't know if you guys want to take that ride. It's probably about a 10-minute ride. But I don't go like bass fisherman speed either. This great big old log right here. I mean, I can see it. So you know there's got to be some crappie around this thing. Somewhere. kind of disappointed. I really thought this would be a lot better spot. All right. Try this spot up here. Then we're going to go out in the channel and we're going to go where I know. If I can't catch fish there, I'm just going to quit fishing. Of course, it's all flooded out too, but I have a good idea of where everything's at. So if you guys want to go along on the ride with us, you're more than welcome to stay. I'm going to mute the microphone so that, I mean, I don't think my motor's loud, but it may be through the phone. I really thought there'd be something on this big old log jam. All right. Trolling motor's up. Seats down. Turn you guys a little bit so you can see a little better if you want to. Hopefully that's good. I'm going to mute you too. Three's left. I'm really surprised 3 people hung out with us. New spot. Did y'all see that coyote or whatever the hell it was crossing the road or the river? I think it was a coyote. So this is one of my favorite spots to crappie fish that I'm normally successful at. If I can't catch a crappie here, there ain't no crappie to be had. I'm going to do 2 different things here. I'm going to throw a little swim bait for some of it, and then the rest of it, I'm just going to jig around some trees where I know they're at. We'll see what we can't find. We should be able to catch some fish here. Back to 10 awesome people. Thank you guys for coming in. 27 likes. Okay, we're to 5 people. But still, thank y'all. Let's get this trolling motor in the water. The butt's in the seat. I almost smacked myself in the face with that trolling motor. That'd have been kind of stupid, wouldn't it? But that's okay. So this is like way, way up. But I can still see my tree. I like to fish. But so let's see what we can do. We'll dig a little bit of this first, and I'm going to throw a swim bait a little bit small swim bait, like an 1.5 or 2 inch swim bait. See how we do. We should be able to hook into some white bass in here too. Usually the spot's good for a couple white bass. I know everybody's not hip for a boat ride. I get it. You lose some viewers on a boat ride, and you got some that just like to go on a boat ride to see something different. Not like I can hear you guys if you said, yeah, I seen that coyote swimming across the river. But I thought I would still ask. That's kind of why I turned the boat and pointed it that way. Ah, there was a bite. So usually right down here on the right is a really good tree I do well on. And off to this point, that's pretty much flooded out right now, is normally a fairly good spot. We're just going to let the wind push us down there and see what we come up with. In all honesty, I do better on the other side. I don't know why. Because this is really rocky. We think the fish should be up here in these rocks eating the minnows and the crawdads and everything else that goes on here. We'll put that little swim bait on. We're going to try that swim bait. We're in 10 foot of water that's normally about 6. So where we're at, it's up probably about 4 feet. Kind of like throwing a jig once in a while. It's fun, breaks the monotony. Doing the same thing over and over. Not that we'll have a better result, but we might. All right, this is a 1.7-inch swim bait that is made by a company called Hog Wild Baits, I believe. Hog Wild Custom Baits. They're a local company somewhat close to me. And I like to support small companies, so I buy them when I get to spots that I see they carry them, which isn't many, but a few places do. So let's see what kind of action we can find on this little dude. Them fish want to be thrown to, this is going to be the way to do it. Just a slow retrieve, that way if those crappie want it, they got a chance to get to it. You know them bass will slam it. Smallmouth will still slam it. Stupid bluegill, you know they'll bite it. You're not gonna work for them. I need a new one of these controllers. They're like $100 just for stupid controllers. I ain't reading nothing. I don't know why I got my glasses on. Hopefully you guys are having a great time not watching me catch fish. This is just a typical day here on your Fun Fishing Adventures channel. It's not about catching the fish, it's the adventure of trying to. We fish this spot in the winter time, man. They'll be frozen everywhere. We'll come down here and still catch crappie. So we should be able to catch something. That's, unless this water being up so much, it just really got them goofed. Plus, it's kind of shady back here. It helps. Helps me. That might not help the fish, but it helps me. Oh, I just seen a minnow jump out of the water. There's fish here. And I got a bridge behind me, so you're going to hear that. There's some fish down there at about 13 foot of water. That's about all I need this thing for is because I can't see the fish. That might have just been dirt on my screen. We're just working our way down. The tree we want to fish is right down there. We'll jig that one. We'll throw around it a little bit. There's a ton of branches on it. And it's just always been a good producer. Getting really close to where we need to be. Like I said, never really do good on this side. Shane will catch bass over here all the time. I can't do it. I see some stuff suspended, but about 5 or 6 feet of water. Not much. Not much on the trees that are laying down there. This is just really disappointing. For the amount of time I have on the water today, and to have one fish that's not even on the live stream, is terrible. I ain't getting no. I'm not even getting any perch hits. Usually perch eats the tails off these things like crazy. All right, we're gonna go hit these trees. I know there's a tree down here too, which it might be worth going to look at. And then we'll come up that other side and hit these trees. We're just gonna kind of cruise along on speed 3 and get down there. I've caught a couple nice crappie off of it, but not very many. I've caught better off these trees up here. A lot better. You know, I am full with it. We're just going to go straight to these trees. And the water temperature back here is 63 degrees. We are currently in 7.7 foot of water, which is normally like 5 foot of water. 4, probably 4 right here. Now, this is all flooded brush. Maybe there's something up in here. This water is normally really clear. It's just super, super duper muddy right now. I knew it had flooded, but I didn't think it was still up as much as it is. Looks like these floods have moved these trees around a little bit too. I've actually got a video out. It says crappie live here, and it's got an arrow pointing to the tree, and that's actually in this area here. We're gonna get the jigging pole out here in a minute. Jigging pole time. Come out of there. If we don't do any good here, we'll call it for a while. I'll go back and get lunch. And then we'll start again when I get done with lunch. I know these fish are here. I just don't know how to find them. Well, I do, but nothing I'm trying is working. Keep hearing some shad or something flip around behind me. I just kind of wonder if I ain't got to be right up in that stuff. Hey, there's a snake, guys. Didn't expect him. Hey, dude, come here. It's a big old water snake. Just didn't expect to see him. He kind of startled me at first. These trees are definitely moved. They're sure not the same way they were. You can tell they've all been pushed. They all used to stick straight out. Wonder how it is up on the point. So sure ain't back here. We'll run to the point. We don't do any good on the point. We're going to end the stream for a while. I'm going to go back and have lunch. Don't know how many of you guys are still here. At least one. I'm guessing at least one. I have caught some nice catfish off this point up here. The bugs ain't as bad down here as they are up there, though. When we come back, we'll reload, get some shiners. See if those help us any. They may not want the plastics. They might want live stuff. Oh, it's a bite. Dang it. Come back here, dude. Felt like a bluegill bite. Gosh, let's peck. That's how them bluegill bite. They just go nibble. Kind of like a yabba dabba doo, but they don't. And tonight I might catfish with 3 or 4 rods. So I'll give you an update on that. Somebody's in trouble. Usually this time of year you can just troll the bank. I got all excited to hook up on a stick. Dang it. Stupid stick. Oh, that's not good. My other half of my rod moves. That's all right. I got my jig back though. In good shape. Now we're probably gonna hit that stick. Go ding 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 ding. Yeah, this is way up. Normally this here that you guys can't see, that I can see, is normally about 3 or 4 foot out of the water. And then that bridge, I ain't never caught a damn thing off of it. Never. I have tried and tried and tried. I can't ever catch fish off of it. There's normally a weed bed around here. Tried throwing this jig a couple times through here. Might or might not be the right idea, but we're going to try it. I don't have any clue if anybody's here or not, if I'm just talking to myself. But I hope you're here. If you're here, I hope you enjoy me not catching fish. That was a bite. That was a bite. He pulled my jig down, pulled my pants down, however you want to say it. It was a bite, dang it. I'm going with it. That might be them crappie might be sitting right there. Had a bite again. All right, maybe this is where we need to be. Maybe it's where we should have started. Get turned around. Throw in there some more. look really fat on camera. So I let y'all know that in case you didn't know. I really need to put some more line on this too because it is almost done. There's normally all kinds of brush. I bet you, man, that flood looks like it's wiped a lot of the brush out. It's normally here. Oh, you had two hits right over there. Seeing some fish about 7 feet underneath the boat. Let's see if they're caught. That could be about right considering where that how high the water is. I hate glasses. I can't ever find a pair of glasses that actually stay on my face. They always slide down. A little deeper, maybe. The first school of fish I see. That better not be my friend Spam again. That's my friend Spam again. I'm still not answering. Spam is not very cool. I don't really like that Spam person. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. It's getting warm in here. We're out here. Them stupid trucks are making noise that are going by on the bridge. So thank you guys for hanging out. Sucky ass day for catching fish, but it's reality. So we'll be back later on. I'm going to get my butt back up the river. I'm going to go get some lunch. We're running to town. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to do some more catfishing this afternoon. So thank you all for coming along on this great adventure. And don't forget, we'll catch you next time. Something a little different. And don't forget to have a fun fishing adventure. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate everybody that hung in there. We still got like 15 people. That's great with 32 thumbs up. Thanks again, folks. We'll see you later on this evening.